You've been a reader your whole life, right?
Hmm.
And even here you mentioned, I was gonna say I heard you say you're a nerd, but even you said you refer to yourself as a nerd. Um, the question I have, right? How did you manage to navigate? Because in our culture, intellect is not praised, right? Um, Academic excellence is not praised. How did you manage to continue to pursue it? Because I've taught for years in Philadelphia, and I notice a lot of young boys purposely dumb down themselves and they
Yeah.
hide the fact that they're.
I always thought it was stupid to be dumb. I thought that was like, no, that's one thing from a youth. I've never, before music, before I even thought about music, even being in the hood, I never thought it was cool to be dumb. Like my mom instilled reading in me at a pretty young age. We would go to the library a lot. I would, you know, grab books all the time. Uh, for me, it was also a way to make your life more difficult. Like to be honest, during from about junior high on, I figured out if I just get A's and B's on the test, I don't have to do homework. That was like real simple for me. So it's like these dudes ain't passing no tests because they're not smart. They're not gathering all the information they need. I'm gonna read these chapters. I'm gonna know the work. I'm gonna get an A and B on the test. I'm gonna get an F in the homework, and then it's gonna level out to a C. I knew that at an early age. So it was like then I also knew if from working stock jobs, even selling drugs, that the person with the sharper mind always stands a better advantage. And especially when they think you dumb. When people think you dumb or don't know you're as smart as you are, you stand at a pretty good vantage point to make good shit happen for yourself. It's insulting sometimes, but you got to sit back and just let it be. Like I knew from a job point, they're gonna go in talking a certain way. I'm gonna throw in a button up, go in talk a certain way, and the job is gonna be mine before it's theirs. You know what I mean? If I could read something, break it down, understand what it's about, then that information is here. If I have the information, I likely stand a better chance if I have more information than you do. That was pretty like common to me as a youth, so I never thought about dumbing myself down or because my friends didn't do a certain thing, I wasn't gonna do it. Like that never even crossed my mind. I was like, fuck that. Y'all be stupid if you want. You be a dummy if you want. I'd rather learn and make it easy and not just school learning. Like if it's something I can learn, some knowledge I can take in, send it over.
Do you think as a culture we drop the ball in regards to what we give attention to?
I wouldn't say we dropped the ball. I think as a culture we always think about what other cultures do, so we look at it like we're dropping the ball. Uh, One, we was taught that intelligence is just kind of if you're book smart, and that's not true. That's not true whatsoever. I think there's so many ways of to be intelligent that's not related back to the youth that they don't understand that they're intelligent. So I think people just aren't interested in it, and also because truth be told, a lot of us had have issues and trauma to where the things we're learning in school and at the format that they had it at isn't a comfortable place to learn. Like you could say that, but if you go in the school system in the average hood and it's 30 kids in a class, as to when you in the burbs and there's 17 kids in the class, that's two different learning environments. So it's not that people want to be dumb; it's that they around so much shit happening, they don't know how to hone themselves. A lot of us are in the wrong learning environments. Like even most of us, to think about it now, not to be funny, but besides math and reading and science, what the fuck was school really even for or about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, serious.
Facts.
Like, what do you apply that you learned? Like, how much of what you learned from elementary, junior high, and high school really applies to adulthood besides, reading and math and science? What the fuck is the social studies going to do for you? You know what I mean? It's good to know history, but unless you got a job in history, how is that really? A lot of shit we learned wasn't that beneficial as far as the curriculum, I feel.